Welcome to Is It Covered, where we break down real stories and answer the big question, is it covered? Hosted by father and son duo Bruce and Brian Chapman of the JD Chapman Insurance Agency. This podcast will help you navigate the world of insurance with stories, tips, and answers that really matter. From personal to commercial coverage, we've got you covered. Now, let's get started.
Okay, here we are again with another exciting episode of Is It Covered? This is a claim podcast put on by JD Chapman Agency, where we discuss certain claims and are they covered? Oftentimes they are, sometimes they aren't, but mostly it depends. Today we have Trevor Chapman and Kevin Musi along with Brian Chapman, and our claim today, and keep in mind, all claims are different. If you have a claim, you want to make sure you touch base with your agent, your company, just to make sure that it's going to be covered or to find out how it is covered. So today, our episode is all about vacation vandalism. Trevor, tell us a scenario of vacation vandalism.
So I was thinking it's spring break and you're taking your family. You've looked forward to this for months and you're taking your family. You drive to the airport, get in the plane, and everybody's heading down to Aruba for a week or week and a half. Unbeknownst to you, little Johnny down the street somehow heard through the grapevine that the whole family was going to be gone and not in the house for the whole week. So what does little Johnny want to do? He's going to invite all his buddies, and they're going to bypass your Ring camera in the front, and they're going to go in the back so you don't see them. And all of a sudden, they're in the house somehow, and they're partying and living it up and hooting and hollering and causing a whole lot of damage to your house while they're at it. How does insurance respond to that one?
Ring cameras make it harder to be a hoodlum these days.
Oh, I know. Yeah. I would have gotten in a lot of trouble, I think. Yeah.
Fortunately, they didn't exist when I was a kid.
Yeah, that's right.
Same.
So in this situation, vandalism is a typical covered cause of loss.
Basic covered loss.
It is. Yeah. Yes, absolutely. So if you were to have a situation like this and they were to come into the home and destroy things, your contents, let's say your couches and other things like that, that would be covered under vandalism on your insurance policy. What I was going to say is if the one thing that may or may not be covered is if you had some, like, let's say there's some expensive jewelry, or you've got a baseball card collection or some type of high-end collection of something. If you don't have those maybe properly scheduled on that homeowner's policy, there may or may not be coverage for that. So that could be a slight gray area.
Another twist I just thought of is, being a hoodlum and you're a kid and you broke into someone's house. Aren't they going to look for the liquor cabinet? So
they should have their own already, but
yeah, right.
They're going to look for more when they run out.
Absolutely. So let's say they get all liquored up and one of them gets hurt. Does your liability, because how does that respond? If they did damage to someone else, I'm sure, their parents' homeowners would probably cover that. But if, let's say, you got sued because your house was accessible somehow or they broke in, I could see an attorney suing the homeowner for the kid breaking in and getting into the liquor cabinet and getting hurt.
So now my kid broke into your house, but I'm going to sue you for him breaking into your house and drinking your liquor
and getting hurt. Yeah, and having alcohol poisoning or something. I could totally see that happening.
Definitely named in the lawsuit.
And
absolutely.
Kevin, how do you think the policy would respond to that?
So I would think liability would definitely cover on the homeowner of the parents of the kid that broke in.
Yeah.
That would definitely cover. Would there be an exposure for the policy of the homeowner itself? Very possible.
Yeah.
So they would bring in a number of different policies that probably cover that liability coverage.
Absolutely. So it seems like the victim always pays the price, don't they?
One way or another.
Yeah. And so it seems like even if you're named in a lawsuit, but it doesn't go anywhere, your liability will still help cover that part of the defense. Is that correct?
It'll defend you without any money out of your pocket.
Great.
They provide an attorney for your defense to defend you. It's
Yeah,
important to know with a homeowner, well, any liability policy.
Absolutely. It's its weight. Covers its own weight in gold just with the expense of not having to retain an attorney.
Exactly. Yeah.
Now, let's say that this situation becomes very, very bad, and you're breaking the $300,000 that you've got on your personal liability. You may want to talk to your agent about an umbrella policy that is an extra form of protection that you could tap into, and we could get into that at a later date. But these types of things can get expensive. I guess the other thing too that we always talk about is spending your deductible money on stopping claims before they happen. So I guess if you're somebody that's going away on vacation and you might have some kids in the neighborhood that want to party, might be worth investing in a central station alarm or some lighting or something that will prevent you from having to get into these types of situations.
My dad always said a lock keeps an honest man honest. And if someone wants to get into your house or your stuff, they're going to do it whether there's a lock there or not.
Yep. Cheaper alternatives also just asking neighbors, letting them know you're going out of town, keep an eye on things. My neighborhood, we do that, and it's been very effective in making sure that
for sure
situations and events like that don't occur.
Well, that's good risk mitigation right there. I think that's a lot of what insurance is, right? I mean, it's transferring risk. So that's a great point. So I guess in this particular scenario that Trevor posed, if a neighbor kid were to get into the home and party and destroy it, and I would say that is covered under vandalism.
I totally agree.
Absolutely.
Well, thanks for everyone for enjoying another episode of Is It Covered? We would love to hear your stories or any questions that you might have. It's always fun to have a real life situation. So if you have something like that, please email Brian at brian@jdchapmaninc.com. Thanks again. See you later. Bye.
Bye-bye.
See ya.
Thanks for listening to the Is It Covered podcast. To learn more about how JD Chapman can assist you with all your insurance needs, please visit our website at jdchapmaninc.com or call us at 315-986-4062. JD Chapman, we've got you covered. This podcast provides general information only and does not offer or bind insurance coverage. Coverage cannot be changed or confirmed through this podcast, email, voicemail, or fax. Insurance only takes effect once confirmed by a licensed agent. For specific coverage details, please call us at 315-986-4062. All coverages are subject to the terms, conditions, and exclusions of the issued policy, which may vary by state. This podcast does not provide legal, tax, or financial advice. Please consult a professional for those needs. Links to other sites are provided for convenience. We don't control or endorse their content. Any claims scenarios discussed are hypothetical. Coverage decisions depend on the specifics of each case.